Today I'm going to show you how to make these delicious bacon deviled eggs that will go well on your Thanksgiving table. In fact, this was a must at my table. You know, just a little something for everyone while the main dishes are being prepared. For this video, I'm not going to pair the deviled eggs with anything. However, if you want to, you can, definitely do that. But before we get into that, please take a quick second to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. The dish, as far as deviled eggs, it goes way back as far as ancient Rome times, Everybody knows deviled eggs. There's different variations, but this right here is phenomenal, around the holiday times. Bacon deviled eggs are the ultimate deviled egg recipe. You can make them easily with a few kitchen staples, hard-boiled eggs, mayo, pickle relishes. I didn't have pickle relishes for this video, but I do use pickle relishes. You can also add the yellow or Dijon mustard, salt, and pepper. And of course, guys, the key ingredient is the crispy bacon bits and chives to top it off. They're always a hit at a party as well. With the deviled eggs, you can make so many things with it. I usually just eat them with pico de gallo and some anchovies on top of it. But, there's different variations when it comes to the egg itself. You just pretty much boil eggs for about 14 minutes, and then you set it in some ice so it can cool off. That way the shell could come off easily. Once the eggs is cool, you peel the eggs, cut them in half, and separate the egg whites onto a plate and the egg yolks into a bowl like you see here. And then I'm going to mash and stir the yolk. With the rest of the filling ingredients, you can then add the mayo, the mustard, the pickle relish, the salt and pepper. Then you cook the bacon. I have my bacon going in the air fryer for maybe about like 10-15 minutes, and I want to say that I used the whole pack. I was munching on some while it was cooking, but you can also put them in the stove, put them on the stove and fry them as well. Now the question could be like, can you make deviled eggs in advance? Absolutely. You can even start by boiling your eggs up to a week in advance. Just store them in the fridge until you're ready to start making the filling. When it gets down to 2 days before serving your deviled eggs, you start preparing it or start prepping it. You have the eggs and separate the egg yolks and the whites. You wrap the egg whites on your serving dish tightly with a plastic wrap and return to your refrigerator. Then you mix the egg yolk with the rest of the filling ingredients. You scoop it into a container, then you refrigerate it. So you can definitely cook that in advance. You can also do different variations. You could you could add vinegar, you could add cheese, you could add different spices to your deviled eggs. There's so many, different ideas or variations. I keep using that word. You can use to make this. So as you can see here, I done separated the egg whites and the egg yolks. I'm adding the chili powder. I'm not putting a lot, as I said before in my previous videos. My sister-in-law does not like spicy food, so I only put a little bit. And that's the only Duke mayo that I use. It's just that I don't like the other ones. I'm going to clean up that mess in a little bit, but I just started off with a little bit of the mayo, then I'm going to proceed. I put a little bit of black pepper. Now here is some diced onions. I like onions. My family like onions, so I added some diced onions on that too. It tastes really good. You won't even notice the onion flavor unless you, of course, take a bite of it. And then I added some salt. Now in this here, I have to clean up that mayo, but I'm also going to put on some gloves. But first, I'm going to wash my hands. Then put some gloves on, and then I'm going to start filling the eggs. But you guys, you kind of get the concept of what I'm doing or whatever. I'm sure you probably seen your grandma or someone make them before. It is really simple. And this show or this channel wouldn't be called Tipsy Eats if I didn't have, something to drink. I'm not an alcoholic, but I do like to drink while I'm cooking. Just throw that out there. And as a reminder again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm new here, and if you're new here, I definitely got room here. Cooking is something that I really, really enjoy to do. I remember one time I wanted to start a restaurant, like a little quick shack where you could grab a bite and go. We have like $5 plates or $10 plates based on what you order. But it's so saturated in Florida. I'm not sure if that's what I want to do anymore, but I would definitely love to get into like catering and stuff like that. It'll be neat. You see it's nice and whipped. Now for this portion, as I mentioned before, I'm going to cut up the bacon, and then I'm going to put some gloves on so that way when I fill my eggs, it won't be a mess. So I'll go ahead and let you guys see what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to fill the eggs with the mixture. As you see here, I take 1 scoop and place it on the plate. I'll show you what it looks like in a few. Again, I'm taking 1 scoop, using my thumb to push it in. It looks like this. The bacon is mixed up nicely. You may have not seen me add the mustard, but I promise you I added the mustard. And as mentioned before, you can add some relish. You can add like a teaspoon of vinegar to give it some acidic. It's optional. I'm going to fill all of these up, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. I do want to thank you guys for watching this video. I have so much more to come. And as mentioned before, this is a perfect side dish for Thanksgiving. While the main dishes are being prepared, it's a snack. I actually probably ate like 3 eggs, I believe, along with my wine. If you guys want to see me make any more dishes, anything in particular, please comment it down below and I'll go ahead and do that. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the video.